Hello friends, as you all know, I am interacting with Mr. Madhu, who is the founder of Moolam, and he is not only treat people, he also have talk about psychology, how to improve the society. So we are trying to understand where we are going wrong in many areas of life that is impacting directly or indirectly in the relationships. It is impacting on overall health of the people. So hi Madhu, welcome to my channel Nadeem's Wellness. So just I wanted to understand about the youth. Youth means all the people who's in the teens. Actually, as you know, India is the biggest youth in the world. India have the biggest youth in the world, and these people, if they are all fine, they are fit, then we are going to change the whole world as a supreme power. But unfortunately, there is a lot of things are changing. The youth is going towards the Western culture, and we are actually forgetting our ancient system of respecting values and so many things. And at the same time, I'm not saying youth is bad. Youth is also getting medals in Olympics. They're also trying to do some fitness, and they're trying to do something. So what do you think, what is happening in the market or the society? So should we blame the parents? Should we blame the kids? Should we blame the infrastructure or the system, what is happening in and around, like media, like advertisements? So what should we blame, or where we should actually correct the things? So whatever you think, you just share with us so that we'll get some more knowledge about that.
Yeah, this is very toughest topic actually now today we are discussing. There is lot of things to discuss. You asked like to whom we have to blame.
Yeah.
So it's not about the blame, it's about the no awareness about our tradition and awareness about the body and mind. These are the things happening nowadays. So compared to youth is really India need a youth for a good future. We need a good politicians. Yes. In future also.
Good leaders.
Yes, good leaders. They have to come up.
Yes.
So what actually the school system, the education system and the parental system giving knowledge to the child. So there is a lot of imbalance, because when the parents or grandparents, they are saying something about tradition, that is, they are not going to like, why they are not realizing? Because nowadays the science, the social media, electronic media, wherever they are show, whatever the things, advertisements and everything, the science they are showing is totally different. It is not comparable. So it making a lot of mess in everybody's mind.
Okay.
So whether sometimes parent thinks that the growing science is right or our tradition science is right, they are a little bit in confusion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I say that development should be there, but with the values of everything, even every science, it is having its own value. So before talk about the science and everything, we can discuss about the personal things, like what is happening in their own body when the child becomes a puberty, like when they become like at the age of 14 years, boys and girls become a maturity like that. So there are a lot of changes happening in their own body.
Yes.
Right. So they need to understand their own body. That is the time to realize what is happening inside. But the child or any teenagers, they are not getting time to understand themselves, because they are running behind the like studies and other competitions and everything. Because even studies also now becomes a lot of competition. People are just attempting suicide because they are just not getting a rank or like that. Yes. So that is the intents of students now, because that is imbalance of mind. Okay. So in this competition generation, now even the parents also tied up in what matter we have to, in what way we have to give the knowledge to the child. So I can say that we are missing, even in the society, in the education system, we are not teaching about the calmness.
That's what I also start feeling is, we are not identifying the talent in the kids. Like there may be, like I have seen this thing, like we are comparing elephant with the fish. So fish will do what it will do, elephant will do what it will do. Like that, every kid have some talent. So we have to identify that talent and encourage them to become champion in their own talent what they have. Than putting everybody into one school and say you have to study this. So that's where we are actually going. Our education system is.
Yeah, of course, because if parent is CA, then he want to bring his child into the same field. If he is an actor, so he want to bring his child into actor field.
Yeah.
Or like that, any engineer field, doctor field. So this is not right, I think so. Exactly what you say, we have to
We have to identify the talent in the kids and their interest in what area they have. If we give a little push, yes, they will actually see. That's what I was seeing in the corporate sector. People after doing engineering, they go and join mechanical engineering. They do it. They'll go and join in the software company, which they have studied something and they're doing some other job. So end of the day, they all feel unhappy. They are getting money, but they are unhappy from inside. So that unhappiness will actually fall into the kids. When they were growing the kids, they wanted to show. Like recently I was seeing a lot of people who wanted to they wanted to play sports. They are unable to play sports. So now they are putting their kids into sports. Yes. If they are not interested, they said, no, I want to make you champion. So parents also going in a confusion manner. Yeah.
Not only that, sir. Actually, what is happening? The child is also not able to decide what is having his own talent.
Right.
Now that is the main confusion. I asked many youth, like what is your goal and everything. They are saying, no, I don't have any goal. Right. Just as my father is sending to this course, I am doing this course and doing this, pursuing this degree and everything. Right. But they themselves don't know their own talent. So this is a very drawback of our youth. Right. Because they have to realize their own potential. So when they are not realizing their own potential, they can't fix their own goal. Right. Now this is the main thing happening. So why it is happening? Because they are not getting chance to think about themselves. As soon as they are coming to this world, so it is geared up with a lot of things. Either caste, religion or education system or other systems, everything is like round-upping and giving their knowledge and everything, blah blah blah, and the child has to follow the same things. So he is not getting a right time to understand himself. So that is the main thing. That is not happening because mother, father is busy with their own work and they are not with the parents. So the grandparents is also not there. So what is happening? There's some like any maid is taking care of the child. So how we can think that one maid can give some knowledge to the child? Even the feeding and everything they have to take care. They have to take them to the sports and other tuition. Other workers, they are working instead of like mother or father. So now there is no connection between mother, parents and also child. And who is going to understand their emotion? Correct. Right. So that is the main drawback. So we have to give child a particular time to understand himself. So that is not happening. From morning to evening he is completely occupied with some other engaged and everything like studies or sports, whatever it may be. So this is the main thing happening. So I am also wondering, so who is going to teach them, like parents, to give some time to the child to understand them.
Hey, when they have a time, they are on the social media, they are on the phone watching some movie, something. So they don't have a calm time.
Yes. They don't know now how to utilize the time. See, whenever they are getting time, because they are very well advanced, what we can say, habituate to the electronics and everything.
Mothers only giving when they are born.
Yeah.
They don't have a time, so they think
so they are giving their phone or laptop to the child. So from the childhood only he know that is the main play game for him only. Yes. That's all. So he don't know how to be with nature or sitting outside, think something about himself. Nothing is like that.
So according to you, what should we do to the youth? What kind of things we have to tell to the youth?
Yeah, now youth, if we say something to youth, now they are in that stage, so whatever they know, they think that is only right. Now we can't say anything to them. But from childhood only, the parents has to take care, the society has to take care. Okay, in the education system they have to take care. So they are only like running behind that ranks, merits, like championships and everything, awards, all these things. So they keep on running. They are not stopping anywhere.
So according to you, by what time they have to be kept free to? Where should we change our education system?
First, the change has to be done at like families. Okay. The parents, mother and father, they have to take some time with the child. They have to take him outside early in the morning. Yeah. At least they have to go for a jogging or walking or something. They have to go to the nature. Park. Okay, some park like that. When he spend time with the parents along with the nature and everything, then the slowly, automatically nature teaches you something. Because we are not connected to the nature, we don't know how nature teaches. People will laugh that how nature teaches. Yes. But when you spend time with nature, automatically you come to know how nature teaches. Right. First, nature will teach you the calmness, patience, right? So these are the main thing. These things, the patience and calmness is we can't see in the youth nowadays. Okay, this is the major thing. So parents has to give time to the children. They have to spend time, not with the gadgets. They have to go out. They have to leave their gadgets like phone and everything at home. They have to go out. That is the main thing. And second thing, in education system, when it comes there, when they are going to schools and colleges, so they are completely occupied with studies and everything and projects and everything. Instead of that, there should be like one period where we can give like complete calmness. They have to teach some meditation or some breathing exercises, right? So then they can understand themselves. So that we can do one thing. So if these things, main education system and parental system.
What do you want to say? Like how is the youth and what kind of foods they are eating mostly?
No, what kind of food they are eating, whatever they are seeing advertisements in the TV or mobile, so they are totally addicted to that. Yes. Now like Swiggy, Zomato, they are immediately when you give order, they are home delivery. So nowadays parents also not bother about that. If they are going out, there is no food, beta Zomato mein order kar lena, ya nahi to Swiggy mein order kar lena. They are just giving, and money is not the matter nowadays. So people don't know what is the quality of food. And even while eating food also, they are using gadgets like phones and everything, right? They are not concentrating on food. Yes. So when the food goes inside, it will not work according to its own energies. Right, so that is also very drawback, and people are having food with different emotions, like while watching like any horror movies or any like news or anything. So that music and everything impacts more on your nervous system, and it impacts your digestive system. And in the digestive system, what will happen? The digestive juices will not secrete properly. Okay, even they are not feeling hungry also, they are just having food because the time we have to eat, we are eating. And people are not, they think that they have to eat on time, but it's not the time. Whenever they feel hungry, they have to eat. But nowadays I am seeing people are eating like after 12 in the night. Yes. Right. So midnight biryani is also available on the way. So I have seen like Banjara Hills roads and Madhapur road, the right side, roadside, they are keeping all type of varieties of tiffin centers and everything. They come only in the night. Yeah. So when in the society these things are happening, they don't know when to eat and what to eat, when to sleep, when to take rest. All imbalance is happening. Then how we can think that today's youth is going to helpful to our India in future in right manner? Because they are totally imbalanced of physically and also mentally.
Whatever you talk, the number one is to take them out into the nature, which people are not doing. So going into the nature, doing some exercises, some pranayama, some walking, inhale the breathe and try to connect with the nature, which is missing by the society. Number two, while eating, the timing of eating, the way of eating, people are not doing proper. they're watching TVs, they're watching phones, and they're eating. So the whole digestive system is getting collapsed. The whole digestive system is getting spoiled. The number 3, emotional imbalance. Like in ancient days, we used to have siblings, brothers, sisters, they used to support each other. So there's a lot of time for play. Nowadays, everybody is busy with their phones and there's no personal interaction between each other. So if the parents started interacting, if the brother and sister start interacting, so there is a huge shift may come. Then, as you said, we have to implement yoga and meditation in every school as a part of syllabus, so that we'll get a healthy and fit individuals in the future. And we have to avoid certain type of advertisements. Like I see they show Coca-Cola, it's a zero calorie, and a lot of calories are there in that. Similarly, there are so many other brands are there which will have a lot of calories, but they are saying 0 calorie and things like that. So as a responsible people, they have to give the responsible advertisements, so that they will not make these youth into wrong things. Like the other day,
many advertisements are deviating them.
Yeah, like other day you were talking about girls, they were in maturity, they are showing you can go and play the sports while you are having periods. Is not a correct. They need a rest, but they are trying to promote like that. So like many advertisements which is wrongly, they are trying to sell their product, but in a overall impact will be there on the society. So we have to start avoiding these kind of things and make youth very powerful and healthy thinking instead of fightings and so all that is a responsibility of everybody, not only the responsibility of. We cannot blame the government, we cannot blame parents, we cannot blame the kids. Everybody has to take the responsibility and work on these 3 things. One is physical exercises and going into the nature, and personal interaction with each other, and while eating, shut down all your gadgets and focus on your food, so that it will digest properly, all your digestive system will work properly. Thanks for giving.
Ultimately, at the end, I want to say that youth are very intelligent nowadays. The only thing they need is small help from the society, right? So even the youth don't know what they don't know, right? That is what happening actually. So they have to try to see to join like yoga centers or any meditation centers. And definitely it's going to be change, but it's not only the part of responsibility of youth, it is the responsibility of whole society, right?
And as you said, water is also very important.
It's very, very important.
To alkaline, what you said, how to
it reduces the acidic and everything, because acid leads to many issues, many imbalances, many emotions, right? So they lost actually. See, people has to allow them to understand. Again, I'm repeating that there are few things. One is calmness. One is we have to teach what is the love, and one is the patience. These 3 things are very more important. Nowadays, they don't know the value of love because they never experienced that. Right? They don't know what is the calmness, the power of calmness, because they never sit for some time calmness. Nobody allows them. And they don't know how to be patient, because nobody is patient with them. Then how can they learn? So these 3 things are very, 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 very important, what I say. When we focus on this, the automatically other things will take care of. So all the teenagers or youth, now you are very, very intelligent. So with your intelligence, okay, you just try to love, try to be calm, try to be patient. These things are, 3 things are very biggest tool in your life. When you love, to whom you have to love? You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself, not your girlfriend, okay? So you love your girlfriend, but not more than you, okay? So love yourself and be calmness. When you be calm, you can understand your internal things. you can understand your capacity, you can understand your potential. Okay, and be patient. When you have patience, you have to, like, you will get a chance to learn more from the society or from the nature. So these things kindly develop, and you will be the ultimate person in the future.